This is the last Tartarian clock that still works to this day and is 100% evidence that our ancestors knew the Earth was flat and stationary. Now I want you to watch till the end because this is going to blow your mind. This is the Prague astronomical clock, and it is perfectly synchronized with true astrology from our flat stationary Earth, just like all of our ancestors told us. Now watch. This clock perfectly tracks sidereal time, solar time, moon phases, the position of celestial bodies, and even zodiac signs, all in perfect synchronization, all without any electricity or satellite calibration. Now the clock's design encodes a geocentric model, placing the Earth at the center with celestial bodies moving around it in perfect predictable cycles. So how would this clock perfectly predict to this day perfect planetary alignments, eclipses, and even zodiac transits? The Earth was spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, orbiting the sun at 66,000 miles per hour, hurtling through space at millions of miles per hour. It would be impossible to predict these things. All of our ancestors told us that the stars are what move above us and that we are stationary. It's like the Egyptian depiction of the Earth. We have a flat, stationary Earth and then the stars on the firmament. I want you to take notice at the middle part of this clock. This is the moon map, which is the real map of the Earth. Quite literally the flat Earth map, guys. And recently they've destroyed this by putting a globe on this clock. Literally how they cover up the real origins of humanity and our true history. An absolute disgrace this is. This clock is built on the fact that stars rise and set in repeatable patterns, that the heavenly bodies move above us, observable for centuries and centuries. This is why if you point a camera at Polaris, which is the North Star, which doesn't move, it stays fixed and stationary 24/7, 365 days of the year in the night sky, it doesn't move. The stars around it do perfect circles constantly. Again, not possible if we're spinning, also orbiting the fucking sun and hurtling through space. You would see the stars do all sorts of crazy patterns. You just need to think about it. That's all you need to do. Astrology only works as perfect as it does because the stars are what move in perfect cycles. And literally all of our ancestors knew this. All of them. You guys believe NASA, which in Hebrew means to deceive. Like, it's insane. So brainwashed. These astronomers had no computers, yet they predict eclipses, planetary returns, solstices, and even retrogrades with shocking accuracy that still works to this day. This has been running for over 600 years, and probably more than that. Do not build a cosmic machine like this unless you know the divine order of this universe. This clock is a witness of truth, standing for centuries in a quiet defiance of the heliocentric lie. And the stars tell the exact same story every single night. If we were moving, the story would change, but it never does. You need to look within for the real answers. Peace and love.
This massive flood in India just washed away an entire village, leaving over 50 people missing and sweeping away over 25 buildings. The cause of the flood was a cloudburst, which is when the sky opens up in a localized area and pours out an enormous amount of water, just like pouring out a glass of water. The flood happened around 2 p.m. local time, and people are left without electricity, plumbing, water, or food, while other people are presumed to be unalived and alive underneath the mud that washed over the town and streets. Rescue efforts are in effect, however, it's still raining heavily in that area, so as much safety precautions are being taken so that more people don't get injured or go missing. Possible landslides could occur in the next few hours or days, so evacuation efforts are also being implemented. This isn't the first cloudburst that occurred in recent days in that area. However, the other cloudbursts that occurred happened further downhill, and this one occurred at the peak of the mountain. People are urged to stay indoors and avoid dangerous areas. My heart goes out to the people that lost lives and to the people that are still missing. Hopefully, they get found soon. And as always, I'll keep you updated.
I got an email from a guy who was working with an exploration team on the Mariana Trench, and he said that he believes he found an email stating that this is the residence of Satan. This is scary stuff, but before we get started, TikTok, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. And he starts off by saying, I do not care if you believe me or not. My team mostly works on deep sea salvage. mostly just pulling up old wreckages, and then he got recruited for another team. He said that he has seen some of the darkest, coldest, loneliest places on Earth. He then goes on to say, what I'm about to tell you has not allowed me to sleep for a few years now. He said they were working in the Mariana Trench close to something called the Serena Deep. The coordinates are actually classified. He said this was supposed to be just basic sonar mapping. Just a little research. Just a quiet job, and it was going to be a pretty normal trip. He said then one of the team members named Micah, we're going to call him Micah for all intents and purposes, starts freaking out and talking about pressure that is not pressure and that something was watching from below. Micah's freaking out and claims that he saw a face come out of the trench wall. So immediately the team leader pulls him out because he thinks he has something called nitrogen necrosis or pressure sickness. So after Micah gets pulled out, he doesn't see him anymore, but he goes by his room to see if he's there, and his laptop was open, and all it needed was charging, so he plugs up the charger cord, and boom, it comes straight on. No password protection, no nothing. He said he found like decades, at least 2 worth of emails about something called the Black Cathedral. It's also known as the seat of Satan, and that it is not hellfire and brimstone, but it's actually dark, cold, submerged, and pressurized. He said the way he would describe it is a chasm, not only submerged, but so deep to where they're constantly looking for it, and that it breaks all of the tectonic rules. He said ever so often someone will dive way too deep and they never come back, but it's not because they get crushed under there or anything like that. And allegedly, this is a direct quote from this email. And the email reads as, we did have weird sonar interference, but we blamed it on cross interference, but it sounded like chanting. He said on the final dive of the trip, he stayed up top. Okay, and sent down a drone instead, and it looked like a huge bone in a black box, huge. He said what he saw freaked him out so bad, and the rest of the trip he stayed up top. He would not go in there anymore. He said, and the ship felt different, like he could hear creaks and groans that he had never heard before, and it just really messed with his mind. But let me know what you think about this, because that is so crazy.
Hello everyone. Hey everybody. Hola a todos. ¿Cómo están, chicos? Here is the video. I'm not gonna make it any longer. We'll review it until the end of the video, okay? Ahí les va, chicos. Ya no se los voy a detener más. Para lo vemos más adelantito y le hacemos zoom, ¿ok? Ahí les va. Here it goes.
No sé qué es lo que está pasando acá en patos. Son como aletas. No sé qué está pasando. Yo creo que son sirenas. Es la primera vez que me pasa esto. Son mis primeras vacaciones. Y las primeras sirenas que veo. Me voy a acercar un poco más. Da un poco de miedo. Es primera hora de la mañana. Miren. ¿Puede ser esto? Miren eso. ¿Qué es eso? Yo me quiero sumergir. Yo les voy a dejar para ver. ¿Qué es esto? Salen aletas para acá. Creo que me están viendo. Se están yendo. What? Madre mía, yo no entiendo nada. Ay, me acabo de mojar el móvil, pero miren. Miren, miren. Me podéis poner en los comentarios si no soy la única que lo ve. Alguien venga acá para comprobarlo. Me están gritando. Por favor, aleten.
Okay, now let's go. We don't need to go further so we can see him better. Me and my friend Luna always thought that these were just humans. They tagged me on this video about 4 months ago. Me etiquetaron en este video hace como 4 meses. If the girl's still around, si la chica sigue todavía por aquí, tell me who you are so I can tag you. Dime quién eres para poderte hacer tag en los comentarios, chica. Okay, so did you see even what I'm seeing right now already? There are so many beings in this video. There's like so many of them. And me and my friend Luna, you know, the other girl that talks about fairies and mermaids too, she also thinks they're fake, that they're humans, but they are not human, guys. Look at this, guys. It's just everywhere. Everywhere you look at that guy. Hey, hola muchacho. Hello chico. Hi guy. You see their faces there? They're just there. It's just amazing. This video is incredible. Look, there's another one, their eyes popping up. Aquí está otro, chicos. Sí, miren. Yo le hablo acá a este chicuelo, miren. Okay. I want to show you them really close. Sus caras no son humanas, chicos, se los aseguro. Their faces are not human, guys.
Madre mía, yo no entiendo nada. Ay, me acabo de mojar el móvil, pero mire.
Okay, I'm trying to zoom it in so I can show you better how they move and their faces. You see that tail right there? Okay, ahí vamos.
Ay, me acabo de
¿Dónde está?
mojar
Okay, here we go, guys.
el móvil, pero miren.
See, on here for a moment, that's when I thought that they were fake because the tail is a little bit thick, but it's just the way she's moving it. You see, guys, it's a purple tail. That's really pretty. Okay, guys? But then the rest of the video is just their faces. They're just glowing, see? Right here. Her face is just glowing right there. Look at that. That cannot be just a human face. Look. Hey, where are they? Okay, see? You see right now? They're just so... They're just not human, guys, at all. Vean aquí. Okay, this is when it gets close. Look at right here. Look at the one right here. Excuse me, the sirens are passing by. But not this sirens, like ambulance sirens. Sorry, guys. You see that one right there? And there's many more around. If you look at it really well, and then look at here. This is what I want to show you. I don't see no human face at all. Look at this. Do you see human faces? ¿Verdad que no? Right? Nope. Okay, guys. Here we go. Look at that. Look. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look. Right there. Oh, look at that face. I mean, I really think their faces are like the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, you're gonna think I'm crazy. Okay. Look, and then hair is coming out right there on her. And then look at that. Oh my God. Vean. Ouch. Ya me pasé. Espérense. Okay. Oh my God, look. Look when they're, look at that picture right there. I don't even know what to say anymore, guys. I just hope you guys like this video. I'm not gonna make it any longer, but that's it, guys. I mean, there's nothing more that I can show you guys. That these are real, guys. Look at that one right there. Oh, guys. Vean esto. Look at this, guys. They're just there. Look. Okay, I don't see no human faces, guys. So this is it, guys. I'm not gonna make the video any longer. Here they are, pale white. They almost look like a shark, that skin of a shark. Vean eso. Okay, guys, that's it, guys. All right. And then she says something very important, that this is very in the morning. So yeah, in the morning, that's when there's many more. I have on the same city, on Galicia, on España, Galicia, Spain, Galicia. I have some night videos, and they're pretty intense too. All right, guys, that's it, guys. See you later.
A fisherman filmed this while heading home for the day.
That's real, bro. Bro, it's getting spooky. What? Y'all better start paying attention, bro. Y'all better start paying attention, bro. This is serious. Now y'all see how when she noticed the camera, she straight peeled off. So share what's your thoughts, man? Is this AI? Y'all think this is real? I think that's real, bro. I think that's real, bro. That's as real as it gets right there, man. Y'all gotta start paying attention, man. These people are coming across these sirens, these mermaids, bro. There's a lot of these videos surfacing, man. Put it in the comments, hit the like button, make sure you follow me here for more, man. I do this for educational and entertainment purposes only. Salute.
Hello everyone, here's what I'm about to show you. It's gonna blow your mind. Miren chicos, este video, I'm gonna run it first, because we know it has to be running first.
Mamá, me acaba de dar miedo, veo una cara. Hay una cara.
Look at that majestic guy. He's moving.
Alguien toque el agua, por favor.
Oh my god, guys.
Mamá, parece que tú. Sí, parece que mira el pescadito. ¡Oh, un pescadito! Creo que ya no me metemos porque me da miedo. Ay, X. ¡Qué hermoso!
Did you guys see that? Oh yeah,
Mama.
he's there. Look, when I'm zooming in, it looks almost like the ones that I show you guys. And there's many more in this video that I'm gonna be showing you guys. Look, first we're gonna see this one. Okay, there's this guy. They're on the cenotes of Yucatan and Mexico. And we know that every cenote in Mexico, it's very special and with the energy and everything. So I've been going to videos from the cenotes in Mexico. And guys, they are so powerful over there. There's these beans, like exactly like this one.
Se ve impresionante.
Look at this guy. And then I want to show you the other one too, which is right here.
Mamá, me acaba de dar miedo, veo una cara.
Aquí, si lo ven. Did you guys see this?
Hay una.
Okay, here's another one too. Look. It's not just that other one. Here's that other one. Ya vieron este, chicos, también. Y hay muchos más. I want my friends Lunita and Mundo Azul, please help me see this video completely.
Se ve impresionante.
I know you guys are going to see more. Sé que van a ver muchas más, chicas. Vean eso. Vean. And then if I zoom it in, he's still there. And look, it's starting to look blurry, like the ones that I see that they never show up themselves like this one. Okay. And then there's many other beings in here, guys, if you looked at them. Aquí va a haber más, chicos, okay? I don't want to make the video that long, so let's keep showing you guys.
Mamá, parece que tú. Sí.
Okay, first the translation. I forgot about it. Sorry, guys.
Mamá, me acaba de dar miedo.
The little boy says, Mama, I'm just starting to be afraid.
Una cara.
I'm seeing a face. And then the mom goes, look at the face.
Ve impresionante. ¿Lo ve la cara? Sí.
He's moving.
Toque el agua, por favor.
And then the mom goes, please, can someone please touch the water?
Mamá, parece que tú. Sí, parece que tú.
And then the kids forgets completely about the face. And then he starts seeing a fish. And then he forgets completely about the face. And he's like, well, no, I'm not afraid about the face anymore. And then look, he's still there. And if we zoom it in, look, it's like the images that I show you. Okay. And I know you guys are seeing more. My friends, o todas mis amiguitas que ya pueden mirar como yo, all my friends that can see like me, I know you guys are going to find many beans in here because there's a lot of them in here, guys. Look, here goes one. See if she let me show it to you guys. But I think she will. Look how gorgeous she is. There, okay. That's the one that I'm seeing really close. And look at the tail and everything. She's there. Look, I see the tail right here. Look right here. And then she's all right there. Like the rest of her face is like not showing. Pero allí está, chicos. ¿Ya la vieron? Miren. Se miran bastantes seres en este lugar. Muchos, chicos. Yo creo que no acabaría de mostrarles en un video de ni de 10 minutos. But I want you guys to see and show me what you guys see with your screenshots, okay? And okay, guys, there's not much to say about this video. I just want you to guys see it one more time.
Mamá, me acaba de dar miedo. Veo una cara. Hay una cara. Se ve impresionante. ¿No ve la cara?
Unbelievable. I mean, this is...
¿Alguien toque el agua, por favor?
I don't know why people want more proof.
¿Cómo es posible que se vea esa cara?
Here it is. Yo no
Mamá,
sé por qué la
parece
gente no quiere más pruebas,
mira
pero
el
miren.
pescadito.
All right, guys.
¡Pescadito!
Bye.
Creo que ya no me meto porque me da miedo.
Ay, X. Wow.
¡Qué hermosa!
Could this truly be a real mermaid? That's what some people are claiming, that this is footage of an actual mermaid. Take a look at this footage and tell me, what do you think? Real or makeup artist?
I'm sorry. What? Okay, so just like what appeared to be a siren in the background of pictures of people holidaying at a resort in the Philippines, this has also recently just come out of the Philippines. So this video was said to be filmed at the Gen San fish port, which is short for General Santos fish port. Now again, like with all my mermaid videos, I want to know what you guys think, because the Philippines is a very spiritual place, and I believe both of these instances happened quite recently. So I'm thinking Cleo really likes the water here, and she's being drawn to the Philippines, but I just need to know more about this. What would happen in this situation? What government bodies, etc., would step in this type of situation? Clear, no. Also, for some reason, I feel the need to point out that these two instances happened couldn't be further away from each other. So my advice to Cleo would be to continue staying around the Batangas, where it's nice and beautiful, and you're getting your little photo shoots in, rather than potentially meeting your demise at the old fish port. The need for me to visit the Philippines is intensifying. But anyway, what do you think?
I've never been more convinced that mermaids are real after watching this video.
This is a hagstone. They say
These
that
are
when you find
real
a stone
stones, y'all.
with a naturally made hole in it from the ocean, that you can look through it and see the mermaids and the fairies on the other side.
Perfectly cut
There is magic
circle.
all around us.
Watch this, y'all. Are those mermaids jumping off that beach? I can't even
Tell me this
explain
doesn't
that
look
one.
like there was a mermaid sleeping here. Look at that.
Definitely
So that's like a
mermaid-like
mermaid
tail for
imprint?
sure.
I had to have, right?
Tell me there wasn't a mermaid right here.
Wait, is that a little fairy house?
Buenas. Hola. Bueno, thanks.
That's definitely a little fairy house.
Most obvious fae trap I have ever seen. I'm gonna go touch it. No,
Be careful.
Maria,
Stay
you're
weird.
gonna get
This right here is off the coast of the Philippines near Guam. So they recorded what appears to be some type of mermaid in the water, y'all. Check this out. Look at this, y'all. It's just floating aimlessly in the water. Look, that shit literally looks like a mermaid. And they're looking off the boat just to see it. What? Look at that, y'all. Can y'all clearly see what this is? Look how long this is, right? It has to be some type of mermaid or siren being, man. And then the head, it looks almost humanoid. Do y'all look at that, y'all? Check it out. It seems that everything and everyone is coming to Earth at this time, because it must be something special going on in Earth right now, y'all, because we keep telling y'all the shift is here. The shift is here. And now the mermaids are showing up. Again, look at that, y'all. Look at the head, the tail. Look at that. Bro, that's gotta be a mermaid. That's gotta be.
Dude, what is that? Dude, what is that?
I'ma find your ass. You watch.
Hey y'all, Myra here. So this video is long, but it is so worth it. I would recommend watching it all the way to the end. These deep sea fishermen recorded 2 unidentified creatures swimming really fast alongside their ship. Not only that, it gets weirder. As he's recording, he starts recording singing. Now, if we believe in the myths and the legends that have been there since the beginning, sailors have gone back hundreds of years stating that they would witness sirens. And the whole goal of a siren was to lure sailors to their death by drowning and eating them. And one way they did it was singing. It's creepy that they capture the singing out in the middle of the ocean. Tell me what you think. Could the legends be true? Like, post, comment, repost, let me know.
We got another one over here. What are those? What the fuck's going on? On each side of the boat? What are those trails called? What's something swimming fast underneath that water? Something's swimming real fast underneath that water. I hear him. Where's she at? What the fuck is that noise, bro? What is that noise? Where are you? heard it. I heard it. I hear it. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's nuts.
Leaked on social media several years ago, this footage seems to show a team of men in white biohazard suits, carrying the body of what appears to be a mermaid. The tail is clearly visible, and two members of the paramedic team are nearby with a stretcher. As the paramedics take the creature away, we see a slightly better view of the tail, and notice how the area is cordoned off. Is this just an elaborate prank, a shoot for a TV show or film? Or could this be actual footage of the government finding a real mermaid?
Creatures of myth and legend are starting to make themselves known. Maybe. Take a look at this footage that was captured during the Eddie Aikau surf competition in Hawaii around December 15th, 2024. The photographer was videoing a surfer out there in the waves when he caught something completely unexpected. What appears to be a mermaid catching a wave alongside the surfer. This video is absolutely insane and it has not been edited. This is the actual video of what they unexpectedly caught while trying to film their surfers in the competition. You have to look at this and tell me what you think. Could this truly be a mermaid? Or maybe it's some other unidentified marine animal? You tell me.
Time travel. Do you believe in it? Or do you want a reason to start believing in it? First, we got to go back to 1923 when archaeologists and scientists discovered a tomb inside one of the pyramids that had never been entered. Now, it wasn't finding it that was the cool part. It's what they found inside of it that made absolutely no freaking sense. They allegedly found a photograph inside dated from 1987. Mind you, this is 1923 at the time, with a photograph of a man in modern day clothes holding a camera. That man was later identified as Elon Huck. Now, we could stop the story there and it would be mind-blowing enough, but it wasn't finding the photograph that threw him off. It was what they found written on the back of it that allegedly said, "I tried to stop it, but the loop is inevitable." You don't know who Elon Huck is. He's a scientist that went missing in 1987 when he was working on a top-secret government project known as Kronos. Hey, if you guessed that Kronos was a project that was diving into the understanding of time travel, then you would have guessed correctly. But guess what? It went to a complete halt when Elon just vanished out of nowhere in 1987. Hold tight, because years later, in 1980, mind you, we were just in 1923, now we're in 1980, a new photo of Elon surfaced, this time of him in front of the tomb where the original photo was found, except it was dated 2025, and he was older. Now, how could a man exist in 3 different timelines? And what did the loop is inevitable mean? And if you didn't think that was bizarre enough, in 1987, in one of his scientific journals, they found an entry from him that said, "Time isn't linear, it's a loop, and I'm stuck in it." But wait, there's one more twist to this story. Years later, researchers decided to go back to that tomb and open it back up, and what they found inside of it was a camera. When they had the film on that camera developed, what they saw was a picture of them going into the tomb. Have you heard this before? And do you believe in time travel now?
In all my time on this planet, I have never saw this many floods happen back to back. So in India, a village just got dismantled from a flood. And they're claiming this flood happened because of a cloudburst. Matter of fact, look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. Look at how that water is coming down. And when I say the whole town might be gone, the whole town may be gone. Have you ever seen anything like this? And they're saying that happened from something called a cloudburst. which I've never heard of before. So I had to jump down that rabbit hole and see exactly what that was. And let me tell you this, that shit is scary. Matter of fact, look at this.
This
Listen
isn't
to
a
this
harmless
right
drizzle,
here.
it's a cloudburst, where
This
the
is a
sky dumps
cloudburst.
thousands of liters of water in seconds. These storms are so powerful they can wipe out roads,
This shit is
destroy
crazy.
houses, and sweep away anything in their path.
So from this disaster, they're saying at least 50 people are missing. But it might be more than that. You saw the video and you saw how all of that water took away all of those houses. Now tell me if you ever seen anything like that before. Tell me if you've seen a whole village get swept away before. I'll wait. And again, this is another flood to add on the floods that just happened. What's going on? What is God trying to say? I'm out.
The weirdest things are happening around the world and they can't be explained.
Numbers seen in sky. Large moon-like object in sky.
That definitely can't be the moon. It's way too big.
Hoover Dam is drying up.
The water is
Two
disappearing
crescent
fast.
moons spotted.
Never two moons.
Explosion in Columbus, Ohio. Upside down rainbow. UFO mothership in solar system. Rumble near Yellowstone National Park.
Maybe the volcano's about to blow. We're all done
Strange
for.
noises heard in Ireland.
If you can explain any of these things in the comments, let me know.
Okay, first of all, have y'all seen this? Scientists warn a possible November attack by an alien species that is heading towards Earth at 130,000 miles per hour. First of all, I don't know how they know this, but this over here, okay? Now, have you seen our skies ever since they did this over here? This right here was recorded in Dallas, Texas. This family happened to be looking through a telescope that they just recently bought, and then when they looked in it, they seen this green thing flashing, looking like some type of squid or jellyfish, y'all. Check this out. Look at this.
What is that?
I don't know about y'all, but it look like it got teeth. Y'all see that? It look like it's got teeth, and this thing is flashing. What about the sphere that was caught in Mexico that was caught going inside of this volcano, y'all? This thing got clouds all around it. I know it's a volcano, but that's a great place to do something like this, y'all. Like, nobody would be thinking to look between the clouds and the volcano, but this family happened to be. And they got this metallic looking sphere just descending down into the volcano. What's in the volcano? Hold on, y'all did remember that they told us there are these golden eggs near this volcano, right? And now you got these spheres going down in the volcano. All right, besides that, did y'all see this in Dubai? Look at this red flashing light. But if you look closely, there's something obfuscating in the clouds, y'all.
Can you something appears in Dubai sky?
Y'all see this above the light? Y'all see that? It looks like another sphere. Look, it's another sphere. Y'all see that? What is that? And here's some more action going on in the skies of Texas. Look at the clouds, first of all, but this green plasma thing is just ripping through the sky, y'all. What is that? So there is a prophecy out there by this Bulgarian prophet by the name of Baba Vaga, where she states that in 2025 aliens will be coming down to visit Earth. And a lot of her prophecies has come into pass, including 9/11. 9/11 was one of her predictions, and she bet that, and she got that on the money. And now in November 2025, we're supposedly getting visited by extraterrestrials. Y'all remember those handbooks that they gave out to the police, right? They told them, get ready for aliens. Do y'all remember that? Remember that a few months ago? So what is getting ready to happen on the world stage, y'all? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. I've been telling y'all, the 888 portal is shifting. It's strong, y'all. I know y'all feel it, but the shift is here. Let me know down in the comments below. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
What the heck is going on in the world? I'm literally done with this planet. You guys, there's so much like crazy stuff going on in the world. I want you to watch this video And you might not see me here on TikTok for a while because I feel like we just woke up in a new dimension. Check this out.
That's crazy bright.
Walk more to the left now. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Keep going, keep going.
Because we can't launch any rocket from Earth that would intercept this object. It's moving too fast relative to Earth in the opposite direction of the motion of Earth around the sun.
You wrote that if this three-eye atlas is a technological artifact, it could be evidence of the dark forest hypothesis. What is that?
That's one of the solutions to Fermi's paradox, which is the question, where is everybody? And of course, it's possible that aliens are out there, but they are worried about predators and therefore they're silent, as if they are in a dark forest. And if they see a civilization like ours, a young technological civilization that gets more powerful over time, and they are listening to us, they might send a probe or a spacecraft on a reconnaissance mission or with some other goals. And we should be ready for that. We should monitor the sky and be aware of that potential possibility. And just ignoring it is not intelligent on our behalf.
Oh, what is that? This is a telescope, and I don't know what this looks like. Bacteria or something.
That's so gross.
Oh wow, you got it.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know, y'all. This is kind of creepy.
Can I get what?
Very creepy.
Oh my god, did you see that? Oh!
So now, all of a sudden, they're saying that a 12-mile-long mothership is heading toward Earth. And they're saying that this mothership is heading toward Earth very aggressively. And that is also a possibility that this 12-mile-long mothership is coming here for problems. And whoever or whatever is on that ship is coming here to fight a battle. Now, as strange as all this shit sounds, it's not really strange at all. And honestly, it's sounding like something called Project Bluebeam. Now, ask yourself how these people got this information about the mothership that's coming here aggressively. How do they know that the things or thing on that mothership wants to fight a battle here? And again, I say, if you look up Project Bluebeam, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Because now all of this shit is actually coming together. The drone sightings, the alien sighting, the motherships in Mexico, the motherships in California, the motherships in Las Vegas. If you jump down that rabbit hole, you'll see everything that I'm talking about. Now, if it is true, and this mothership is coming towards Earth, we might just have a problem. Because, really and truly, from what we know about these things, they are way more advanced than we are. So now, if they are coming for a battle, we might as well call it quits right now, right? But if it's Project Bluebeam that's playing out right before our eyes, we have to understand that something else is bigger. And when I say something else is bigger, I mean, they must be doing this for a reason. And if that's the case, why are they trying to scare us into submission? I'm gonna let you be the judge. Jump back in these comments when you find out what Project Bluebeam means. I'm out.
This video is going absolutely viral right now, apparently of a UFO spherical craft seen on top of a mountain peak in Mexico, right? As you can see here, giant silver type object floating between the clouds, and everyone is absolutely freaking out about it. Now, I had to question this a little bit, and I had to do a little bit of research here because we've got two twin peaks, and let me just go onto Google Maps for you. Now, digging around online and finding the site-specific location, which is Pico de Orizaba. Sorry, Mexicans, if I pronounced that wrong, right? If we zoom into this secondary mountain peak here, right, or volcano, shall we say, there's a observatory seen up on the very peak of this area, right? So, on the video itself, if you look, you can see two twin peaks. You've got the giant volcano in the background, and then you have this secondary peak here, which is here. Now, if we look around the area, there's so many different roads that you can take to kind of drive around and observe this strange anomaly that is seen on top of this peak, right? Now, let's zoom in a little bit into the distance so you can see this dish up on the mountain, right? Now, just use your imagination a little bit, okay? If there's clouds surrounding this peak, kind of keeping it a bit secret, shall we say, and just seeing this kind of silver-shaped observatory poking through the clouds, it would look very weird. And no matter where you place this is a telescope that can, you know, swivel and change direction here. And if we kind of put the other telescopes above it, it looks kind of similar, and you can kind of see the front of the telescope kind of poking out here versus what you can see on the image here. So, I don't know, mate. What do you guys think? You let me know down below, but I think this one is an observatory.
So you guys are aware that it is outwardly admitted that McDonald's meat contains human DNA, right? So what if they were doing the same thing to the dogs? Do you guys remember this commercial over here? Check this out.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Get me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! No, 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 no! It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
Did y'all hear her? She said, no, it's not bacon, it's bacon. Dogs don't know it's not bacon. Now, the reason why I brought this up is because there is a documentary that actually tells you that bacon is actually dog meat. That pig meat is actually too expensive and dogs are more cheaper, and it explains the whole process for you guys, y'all. This is crazy, y'all. So they've been feeding dogs this whole time, just like allegedly with humans.
Bacon is now processed and even pre-cooked in factories. It all starts with a load of skinned dog carcasses. Most factories elect to use dogs because it's cheaper than pork, and customers can rarely taste the difference. The meat is placed skin side down on a conveyor belt to ensure the employees judge it only by the content of its character. The conveyor takes the meat to a cheese rolling machine, which pelts it with slices of Kraft singles. This process is rough on the meat, so it's not uncommon for some afterbirth to be evacuated by the product. This afterbirth travels down a separate conveyor belt, where it will then be used in cosmetics. Meanwhile, the meat pieces are bathed in salt water and are sent to employees to begin the brining process, giving the bacon its signature fishy taste.
So there you go. To everyone that thought that they were eating pig, you guys are actually eating dog, and also dogs are actually eating dogs as well too. This is crazy, y'all, because this is what NDAs do. This is what NDAs do. Did you guys know any of this? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace in. Y'all, let me tell you guys a story, and this is exactly what happened to me, okay? Not only that we are finding out that people are NPCs and that they have no inner monologue, but it goes even further. The NPC thing goes even further. People can't even imagine things with their mind. Like, if you tell them to imagine an apple, they cannot see it, y'all. And this is exactly what happened to me. But listen to this video, y'all. Check this out. This is crazy.
Y'all remember how a few years ago everyone was losing their minds after they found out that like 30 to 50% of the population doesn't have an internal monologue, and they started calling them NPCs? I can do you one better. I have something called aphantasia, which basically means that I can't visualize anything in my mind. And here's what that looks like. There's a continuum of, you know, going from being able to see a full-blown apple to nothing. And that's me. So I went my entire life up until about 30 when I found out you motherfuckers can actually see shit in your head. Like, the whole time, whenever someone was like, go visualize an apple, I just assumed it was a figure of speech. Like, I was watching Family Guy, and I'd see the little thought bubble over his head, and like they were doing whatever, and I was like, oh, you know, that's the artistic way to explain, you know, a thought process. Oh, God.
Y'all, and here's the thing. My childhood best friend was exactly like this. I didn't know this until we grew up, and then I asked him to imagine something, and he flat out told me, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm getting chills speaking about this. Because it's like, are they the others that they speak of that is not real? Like, what is this?
I'm telling you right now.
You know how the Matrix tells us that there are empty shells as people walking around, there are open portals, and they're just there to monitor you and then usurp your energy, y'all?
That motherfucker back there is not real.
These people are not real, I'm telling y'all. Because while we've never heard of the NPC concept back in the Atlantean or Lemurian or the Sumerian, you know, while we never heard of that concept, this is like a new age type of concept. Because I'm telling y'all, we live in a simulation and we're waking up from this. We are in a simulation where it's meant to keep you trapped in these recurrent loops and cycles, because we are the power source, my copper colored brother and sisters. Because you ever seen what a battery looks like? Yeah, exactly. We are the same thing. We are the power source, y'all. And to further prove my point, right, we created everything. All they did is just remove the fact that we created everything and put their faces and whitewashed it, right? And so it's like, what did God tell you to create here? Because everything that was a byproduct of y'all has literally been a detriment to nature. So it's like, who's talking to you? That's what I'm saying. There's no inner thought, no inner monologue. So they're not connected to anything. NPCs, robots, y'all. This is crazy, just usurping our energy. The shift is here, y'all. Everybody's finding out. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Like, follow, share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.